What's up, Titan fans? How are we doing? Welcome to the Week 2 pregame episode where we're going to talk about the Tennessee Titans versus the New York Jets in Nashville. And yes, I am hype and ready for it. But before we do, let me go ahead and insert a plug. If you're not following me on all three platforms, go ahead and send me a follow. I'm talking YouTube, TikTok, and X. You found me on one, you can find me on all. The handle's the same no matter where you go. Just look for Glug Glug Glaciers. I'm the only one. What I'm going to be bringing here, I'm talking about a post-game show on Monday to go over what happened, how we won. And yes, I'm going to say how we won because you know why? We ain't losing, baby. And then throughout the week, I'm bringing shorts. Shorts, any news that happened 60 seconds or less. Then on Friday is going to be a pre-game show. Predictions, that's what you're watching here. But before we get into the pre-game show, let's go ahead and do a quick review of the shorts in case you missed it. I know people are busy throughout the week, but give me 10 minutes of your time. I need 10 minutes. So on Tuesday, what we did, let me sit up a little bit for this because I'm ready. What we did on Tuesday, we talk about getting back on track because the Titans look like the same old Titans, and we don't want that. We want this new modern offense that Brian Callahan was talking about all offseason. I'm talking about why did we bring in all these receivers? Why did we do all this stuff surround Levis with weapons? Why did we bring in the best offensive line coach of all time to coach these guys whenever our offensive line still looks like trash? We got to get back on track. We cannot let the same stuff happen over and over again. We know we lost a game. The Mayo Man himself came out and said that, yes, this was the first time he feels like he lost a game for a team in his career. Brian Callahan came out and said if we would have punted it every time on an offensive possession in the second half, we probably would have won the game. We know we lost it. The Bears did not beat us. We beat ourselves. We cannot let this happen this week against the New York Jets. Then we talked about the uniforms. This weekend we're wearing the all whites. I'm talking white jersey, white pants, white socks, full white. And there's a tactical advantage behind it, and we'll get into later. But as you know, if you saw a previous episode, you know the white jerseys has a losing record. If we want to win, the most winning jersey we have is the navy blue. No matter the combination with the pants and the socks, it doesn't matter. We win in those. The light blue's a little up and down. After that, we talked about the NFL Network predictions, how they like to snub us every week. 2 weeks in a row, back-to-back weeks. They have 9 of your 10 analysts going against us, which I do not get because the Jets lost week 1 just as well. They did it. We did it. Yes, we were up even more. We had a 17-point lead. We had more points in our first half than the Jets had all game when Aaron Rodgers was in. And he only put up 13 points before they benched him in the fourth quarter. But yet they got them beating us. That is wild. That is just wild. And look, if you look at the stats, we have the #1 pass defense in the league. That's stats. That's facts. I'm bringing it. You can make up excuses about, oh, it was the Bears and all this. I'm bringing stats and I'm bringing facts. But look, let's go ahead and get into this game. This weekend, the Tennessee Titans take on the New York Jets in Nashville. First things first, it's going to be hot. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be raining Saturday. It's going to be raining Sunday. There's a 15% chance it's going to rain throughout the game. It's going to be hot. I'm talking Nashville heat, hot and humid. But you know what? That's why we're wearing the whites. That's the tactical advantage. While we're sitting on the sideline nice and cool, the sun ain't baking us, the Jets are going to be hot. They're in the dark colors. These boys they're in New York. They don't know about this. They don't know about this weather. They don't practice in this. This Nashville heat. They're going to be worn out. And you think we're going to be passing the ball a lot throughout the game? It's going to be a wet, rainy game. We're running the ball. They're going to be tired. Tony Pollard, as long as they keep feeding him, he had like 60-something yards in the first half last week. He's going to get more. I tell you what, he's going to get more. And Will Levis ain't going to come out and make the same old mistakes. Yes, he made mistakes week 1. We all make mistakes. Look at this. I bought a Julio jersey. I made a mistake. It happens, but I'm wearing it. I'm owning it. I ain't going to keep it in the closet. No, I know what happened. I'm going to own it. I know he owned his mistakes. He's going to come out. He'll be all right. You know, Brian Callahan, he's going to fix everything. Look, it was his first time coaching last week as a head coach, and it's his first time as a play caller. This is stuff he's going to learn with experience. He knows what not to do in a second half. He already got it done. It's out the way. At least he did it in the beginning of the season. Now he can make up for it. He learns from it. The rest of the year he can grow, develop, be better. Then, look, our defense. This is what we have to talk about is our defense. Our defense is going to be stout. This is going to be the positive of this game. Our defense. They have Aaron Rodgers. Yes, I know. I get it. But he's coming off an ankle injury. His Achilles was messed up. He missed all of last year. He played like 4 plays. This was his first game back this week. And he threw 1 touchdown, 1 interception. No, he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle. You know why? We bring pressure. Denard Wilson brings the heat, the pressure. And as long as we play press, because Aaron Rodgers likes to throw those quick little passes. That's what he does. He nickels and dimes you down the field. He got that quick release. But no, we got to have pressure, and we got to press. Our defenders got to press. We got great defenders. We spent all this money on Snead, Owuze. We've already had McCreary. But then we got Diggs. And if Adams plays, and then don't forget Hooker. We got to trust our secondary. That way we can bring the heat. Let these linebackers get in. We do that. Rodgers ain't scrambling like he used to do. He ain't doing all that. He's older. And look, they got Wilson. Wilson was shut down last year whenever Snead was against them. But Snead was a chief. But he shut him down. Then they got Lazard. I ain't worried about Lazard. He's old. I ain't worried about him. I see him drop that pass right over the middle. Just look at the game. Watch it. So I'm ready for this weekend. Yes, our offense struggled. We had the struggles of Levis. He'll learn. The offensive line should get better. We got Bill Callahan. And they better be. I do not want to spend another draft pick in the next couple years at least on an offensive lineman. We spent so many. Look at our offensive line. The left tackle, first-round pick with Latham. Then we got another first-round pick with Skoronski. Then, yes, we ended up getting Quisenberry. And he's our team captain. He's one of them. Then we got Radens, which was a second-round draft pick, is a right guard. And then we got MPF. He was a second or a third-round draft pick. He's one of those. And then what? We also got a first-round draft pick in Isaiah Wilson. He's no longer with us, but this is how it's been. We've just been getting these draft picks of offensive linemen. I'm ready for something different. We got to start getting playmakers. The last time we got a playmaker, like high draft pick, was Burks, and he didn't work out. He used the A.J. Brown trade, and he's been a bust. He's now our 4th-string receiver. He surely ain't playing like a first-rounder. But these guys need to step up because you know why? Our receiving core is getting old. We got D-Hop. He's probably only got like a year left with us. I think Boyd's only signed a 1-year contract. I know we got Ridley for a few years, but he's already 29 years old. So we need to make sure as these linemen grow and develop, we got to make sure we bring in some playmakers, some younger playmakers next year. But that's way ahead in the future. I'm way off topic right now. But this game, as long as we just continue to correct ourselves from the mistakes of last week. If we don't make the same mistakes last week, we're going to get this dub. We need to run the ball a little bit more. It's going to be hot. It's going to be wet. It's going to be humid. We need to run the ball. Don't just completely take Levis out of the game. Let him be him. Don't take his swag away. Don't take his energy away. He is that dog. He brings it for a reason. He just needs to be smart. Like I said, we all make mistakes. He just can't be constant with it. But whatever we do not bring in Rudolph. I need Levis to play every game this year. We surrounded him with weapons. We need him to play every game, every snap this year. Let's see if Levis is the guy. If not, we can move on. But he needs to play every snap this year. Because we know Rudolph isn't the future. And if Rudolph comes in and he's decent and we sign Rudolph to a long-term contract, I'll be upset. I'll just go with that. I will be upset. We need Levis to either be something or be nothing. We either love him or hate him. Get him out of here. One or the other. No, there's no in between with Levis. But that's where we need to go. But as long as we continue to develop our guys, as long as this game they're not making mistakes, if we avoid the offensive mistakes, we avoid the special teams mistakes, because this special teams has been haunting us year after year. It's been the same old special team. It's like no matter who our special teams coordinator is, Vrabel went through some. Now we got another. We changed players on special teams. Like if I was Stonehouse, I would be terrified to punt for this organization. His first game this year, coming off his injury, he already had a block punt. And that's what happened last year. He had 2 blocks in one game, got injured, missed the rest of the season. We cannot be letting that happen. This cannot be a thing for special teams. Our special teams need to play better, and not just on blocking, but I'm talking about on punt coverage. I'm talking about on kick coverage. Last week, the Bears started almost every drive around the 50-yard line, which is ridiculous. It's crazy they didn't put up more points, but our defense was that good. made our special teams not look as bad on the kick coverage because we was able to stop them where they were getting no points. They only had 3 points in the first half, and they got that 3 right before halftime. So yes, I think as long as we correct our mistakes, because last week, yes, I did say the Titans were going to win 31-17. I did, and I thought they would, especially when I was watching the game when we was up 17-3. I thought it was going to be better than I was predicting. I was like, wow, this is about to be 34-6. This is better than I thought. But then everything fell apart. But I'm thinking this is going to be a little closer. I mean, we are going against Aaron Rodgers. He ain't a rookie quarterback. They will give him a little bit more points, but our defense is still clutched. So I'm saying 21-17 Titans. Titans take this out, 21-17. And I think we can do it. We can stop Rodgers. I think we can play well enough and just not commit the turnovers. This stuff is all going to be corrected throughout the week. We're not going to have to worry about these same mistakes happening unless Will Levis is just that lost. Look, I know as we entered into the later part of the game, Callahan said he did talk to Levis about just don't make any mistakes. Our defense got this. Don't make any mistakes. And he still went in there, made the mistake, tried to flick it to the outside. It is what it is. But you don't think he's been hearing about it all week? Levis just cannot play hero ball. Do not try to put the game on your back. Just go out there, play the game. Let the players around you make plays. Don't be a hero. That's not what we're looking for. But look, this about sums it up for today's episode. Make sure you follow me this weekend. Follow me during the watch party. Come in, join, talk with me. We'll stay hyped. We'll stay excited. We'll get to see the Titans win together. But go ahead. Let me know your predictions about the game down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tighten up, baby.